What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with a gold orb opening video for you all. In today's video, strictly entertainment purposes. As you guys may or may not know, I'm 100% free to play. So what I'd like to do from time to time is just open my supply of gold orbs, especially since I save them up. I don't actually open them until I have a minimum of 100. And as you guys can see in the screenshot showed here, I do like to document this from time to time because, just for our reference as well, how often or how long does it normally take to actually build up a supply of over 100 gold orbs if you're just playing the game, going through the motions and getting by with the events that come about. Obviously in this case, Pocket Dimensions also got released, so I mean that really did help for sure, but there's been a couple good events for really adding to that supply. So just to show you guys here, as you can see, I'm going to my orbs here. Total is going to be 128, which we will open for this video. But as well, what is another good way to save up gold in the meantime? Because obviously you can see here I've built over 86 million now. I think this is going to be the first time I'll actually go over 100 million by the time this video is said and done. But what's helped me personally, you guys, is really investing in the right characters that are needed for the meta and not investing in every character that comes about, right? So there's a bunch of new characters that came strictly relating to war. As I noted in my earlier videos, I'm not that heavy into war. We also win 2 or 3 other times a week anyways, even without my development into that. So we're in a really good place regardless if I invest in them. So that's kind of my logic too. But as you can see, I am right now capitalizing on these milestones up to milestone 16 here for the high rollers. But if you want to slowly build up your gold supply, I do recommend actually stopping here. And I'm just trying to track down the one I stop at. In milestone 10 is usually a pretty good safe bet because this is really ultimately where it stops in granting you power cores as you go up. And it's about the 1 million mark for gold. But I found that if you spend about 1 million a day, you're in a really good place. I know some players like to spend beyond that, but for me, it's really hard to justify that bang for buck when anything above milestone 10 is honestly the reward is lower for sure. There's diminishing value, and then anything beyond even that 2.3 million mark, as you can see here, these milestones are just really not worth your time. Look at how little you get for how much you're spending, and it's almost double, right? So definitely not worth it, you guys, especially this game. It's a marathon, it's not a race. We have to take our time building the right characters and the ones that are relevant. That's ultimately what's helped me build up my gold supply. While we're on that topic too, I also want to highlight, if you guys are hoarding right now in terms of the premium orbs and the milestones, I also encourage you guys right now to wait, because keep in mind, Symbiote Spider-Man, Emma Frost, if you don't need these characters anymore and they're leveled up, this is a great time to save, because ultimately they will switch positions with other characters, and in the meantime, when that comes about, I'm gonna have an arsenal here ready to go. So as you see, I'm doing the same thing with premium orbs. Kestrel and Deathpool won't be in there forever, as we've seen rotation. So at the meantime, you guys, I do encourage you to save them for the time being. Otherwise, gold orbs, please save up if you can. Like I said, if you can save up to at least 50 to 100, I find that really does create a really beautiful cushion for your account. As you can see here, I'm already very well comfortable over 86 million. I've never had gold scarcity in the game because of managing this effectively, and this is really just like managing your budget overall, right? So in the past videos I've made here, I generally average anywhere from 1.5 to 2 million per 10 orbs. So we're gonna see how we do today. Starting off with 86 million, let's see how our luck is, you guys. So 128 gold orbs, let's go. So generally, whenever we get that gold one in any of the orb drops, it's really good. So as you can see, this is consistent with the average. Getting all purples is 1.7 million. Let's go ahead and try again. And ideally, we just want to keep hoping for that RNG, right? Any of the gold orbs is always ideal. So again, a couple blues there, but still the 1.7. So the good news is it's pretty consistent unless you have a terrible knack for luck, right? So even with all those blues, 1.7 again. And we haven't got any gold ones yet, but ideally, that's what we're aiming for, 1.8 million there. So yeah, very, very consistent. We'll keep it going. And there we go, finally, a gold one to the left. And you can see how sizable that becomes, right? Anytime you get a gold, it's going to be an instant 1 million. So there we go, boost up the average to 2.7. And we're almost at 100 million, you guys. So let's keep it going. Again, purple on the left, keeping us the average of 1.7. And these guys do take some time to build up, but as you can see from that earlier screenshot, right? The good news is if you're consistently playing the game, trying to maximize rewards on the events that come about, generally you should be able to rack up 100 gold orbs by that time. And again, that's a really heavy supply of gold that can get added. So a couple more here to go. Yeah, just definitely not one of our best runs here, just because we only have 1 gold so far, but at least we're getting these 2 million averages. 38 left to go. And this is definitely going to be nice for us just to stockpile in the meantime. till the next event. So I'm definitely ready to go here if there's any new. Oh wow, double gold. So there you go. You can see how sizable that becomes, right? The 3.6 million, absolutely beautiful. And we'll just do a little bit more, and now the luck is definitely falling for us. 2.8 million there. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the final 8 here, guys. So let's see if we can get lucky a little bit. Yeah, 1.7, 1.6, 1.7, right around the average here of what we would expect, right? So there you guys have it. Now I'm officially over 100 million in gold, so we'll see where that goes, you guys. Again, the thing is I don't really need to spend the gold. I know some players have mentioned, hey, there's no point in keeping that gold if you're not going to use it. But to be quite frank, you know, when you're going through here, and look, I even have my alliance mate actually asking me like how many gold orbs I actually pulled. That's pretty funny. Even if you go through my roster, you guys, I'm just trying to show you here. I've actually maximized a lot of characters already in my roster, so that's another reason that my supply has actually been consistent, right? Because there's not many characters that I need that haven't been built up already. As you can see, I'm just scrolling down, just giving you a quick roster review. Black Bolt most recently for Pocket Dimension, same with Yo-Yo. Again, I just didn't have any issues because of smart management. And even if I were to scroll to the very bottom and show you guys here the characters I have not built, again, free to play, so I won't have access to these characters until they come actually in the game. But again, some of the characters, a lot of the big ones here that I have invested in just because they're focused in war, right? That's not to say I won't consider them later on, but my focus right now is really in raids. We do a lot of raiding. War, again, is just not a heavy part of our gameplay here. So in the meantime, I'm ready to go when those events come about, especially if there's training gold required. But there's some very powerful characters, but I'm okay with just taking my time and leveling up slowly, just because you can see none of the ones I've shown you is really meta breaking. The exception is obviously going to be the new Darkhold team, but again, I have the resources and supply ready once those characters are ready to go here. So as always, you guys, do appreciate you checking my videos. Thank you as always. Hope this video provides some insight, and I'll see you guys in the next one.